Welcome back to the channel. Watch the video until the end, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel to support us. Alaska, the last American frontier, is a sanctuary of untouched nature, rich in spectacular scenery. It is home to about 100,000 glaciers and boasts 54,000 km of coastline that reveals itself under the midnight sun. It is one of the most important places in the world to witness the majestic northern lights. Still hidden within its wild landscapes lies a secret, classified and known only to a select few, a huge pyramid of unknown origin, identified as the Black Pyramid. This immense underground structure is believed to exceed the dimensions of the famous Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt, and some rumors suggest it could be 4 times larger. The Egyptian pyramid is one of the most monumental structures ever built. Undoubtedly, finding a pyramidal structure that surpasses these dimensions in such a remote location on the planet would be considered one of the most significant archaeological discoveries of our era. The Black Pyramid is not only immense in size, but is also believed to have been built millions of years ago. Given these peculiar characteristics, it is not surprising that this structure has generated a plethora of speculations. Alaska extends about 2.5 times the size of Texas and includes a wide range of climates, from coasts to deserts, Arctic regions, rainforests, urban areas, and more. The government has a constant presence in the state, with a joint Air Force base the size of Anchorage, located just outside the city. Not only does Alaska offer the potential for secret structures within its inhospitable federal territory, but, from a strategic standpoint, it is essential for the United States government not to exploit these advantages. Thus, it is not surprising that Alaska is at the center of a discussion suggesting the presence of a pyramidal structure in the depths of the territory, surely concealed by the United States Armed Forces. It is possible that beneath the icy expanses of Alaska exists a pyramid that exceeds the dimensions of the known pyramids around the world. To delve deeper into this enigma, we will focus on the revelations provided by a man named Douglas Mockler. It is crucial to emphasize that Doug, as he is affectionately called by his acquaintances, possesses a respectable background and served as a counterintelligence officer for the American Army. Therefore, it would be imprudent for him to compromise his position by inventing extravagant stories. During his assignment at Fort Richardson, as part of standard procedure, he examined the map to establish his operational area and noticed an irregularity. A significant area on the map had been intentionally omitted and labeled. This area had not been detected until that moment, raising suspicions about top-secret operations. He chose to overlook it, however, fate seemed to guide him directly toward this enigma. It all began in 1992, when China conducted its largest underground nuclear test experimentation. This experiment provided the opportunity for geologists and various scientists to deepen their studies on the Earth's crust. 6 months after the nuclear test, Douglas watched an NBC News broadcast that disclosed an extraordinary discovery. Following the nuclear explosion in China, it was reported that the magnitude of the explosion was so immense that it reverberated through the Earth's fabric, sending shock waves for 6,400 km through the ground until reaching Alaska. Through the analysis of these waves, scientists examined the density of the rocks that were crossed. The news broadcast revealed that the underground scans had identified something remarkable, an underground structure resembling a perfect pyramid located 87 km southwest of Mount McKinley in Alaska. Subsequently, wells were drilled to allow researchers to create tunnels underground and study the pyramid. What sparked Doug's interest was the pyramid's location, which was aligned with the point on the map where he had previously noticed the unexplored part of Alaska. Thus, he understood that this was the concealed part, the secret that the government was hiding in that particular region. Given the magnitude of the discovery, he was convinced that the news would be reported again, but he was wrong. Later, he decided to visit the local Anchorage channel, which had broadcast the service with the aim of requesting a copy of the news episode that had aired. However, the station director informed him that no such story had been broadcast. As Doug was leaving the station, an editor approached him and, although he was not able to assist him directly in his search, confirmed that the mentioned story had indeed been broadcast by the station. But two people, possibly CIA agents, arrived at the station and confiscated the tapes and all the footage. It was only 2 decades later that Doug's revelation became public knowledge. It all started when he contacted via email Linda Moulton Howe, a prominent American investigative journalist and UFO expert with a deep knowledge of unexplainable phenomena. In his message to the journalist, he expressed his belief that the government was hiding a large pyramidal structure under the surface of Alaska. In July 2012, Linda, while a guest on the radio program Coast to Coast, made the existence of the Black Pyramid known to the public. After these revelations, Linda was flooded with a plethora of information from alleged witnesses, some even eyewitnesses. Among them was Bruce Pearson, whose father had the opportunity to see the pyramid with his own eyes during a supply transport mission. Pearson's father, during the helicopter flight, believed he was headed to a radar installation, but to his surprise, the destination was an underground pyramid. He was informed shortly before the flight that they would be directed to a power generation facility. Upon asking if it was a nuclear facility, he was told it was an ancient site, resembling a pyramid and located 45 meters underground. The pilot informed Pearson about the pyramid's astonishing power, capable of supplying energy to the entire country of Canada, and its mysterious origin. The helicopter they were flying in was set to signal at 150 meters from the site as soon as they approached the pyramid because the structure was still capable of emitting disturbances that could cause malfunctions to the aircraft. Once they reached the site, they saw several structures, including 2 mine elevators. The elevators were fenced, electrified, and had guard towers. The base personnel were armed and wore black uniforms without any identifying marks. Another account came from an individual known only as the adopted son, aged 46, of a retired Western engineer. He claimed that his father told him about the existence of a black pyramid in Alaska. Furthermore, he revealed that he had been involved in the works on a powerful electrical system during the early 60s, thus adding credibility to the story. Linda was also contacted by a medium who claimed to have had a vision of the pyramid, describing it meticulously and suggesting that its purpose was to draw upon the Earth's energy. In addition to what was told, the medium added further details that made the testimony increasingly incredible and at times even implausible, suggesting a potential extraterrestrial involvement. But it didn't end there. Linda received a further mysterious phone call, this time from a man who claimed to be calling from the East Coast. He fully confirmed Doug's testimony, claiming to have seen the immense underground pyramid himself. It was clear to Linda that the stranger possessed highly significant information regarding the structure. It was no longer a second-hand tale but a direct testimony. According to him, the pyramid was a formidable structure, made of dark stone in appearance, similar to granite, and the exact dimensions amounted to 170 meters from base to peak. Another intriguing account came from an unidentified retired Navy captain who stepped forward to share his knowledge on the enigmatic pyramid. The captain, who had been involved in top-secret radar installations in Alaska in the 80s, detected a strange phenomenon. Over the years, he observed an enigmatic and immense electromagnetic source near Minchumina Lake, which caused electrical disruptions to airplanes and communications. When he learned of the Chinese tests, the captain understood that there was a significant connection. After numerous personal investigations, he learned that the cause of those phenomena was a huge underground pyramid-shaped structure nestled in the heart of Alaska. Among the military personnel who were aware of this structure, there was no unanimous certainty about who had built such a pyramid, but the most recurring hypotheses were that the massive structure had been built by an ancient, highly evolved civilization, now extinct. The main question was mostly about where this civilization came from. Was it terrestrial or extraterrestrial? And if it was from this planet, Why was no artifact found near the pyramid that could help better understand the origin of this evolved people? This could be why the authorities would have kept the existence of this structure a secret. If revealed to the public, it could trigger a thorough reassessment of the science related to the origins of humanity. The idea that a highly advanced civilization could have existed globally in ancient times, perhaps surpassing our current technology, challenges our understanding, especially our current attempts to replicate such constructions. The accounts of mysterious pyramid sightings are not isolated to Alaska. Numerous researchers and eyewitnesses claim that the public is only aware of a small portion of the existence of pyramids around the world, and that a significant number are deliberately hidden from the population. Places like Bosnia, China, the Bermuda Triangle, and Antarctica have been mentioned many times over the years for the presence of ancient pyramids. Much speculation has arisen about the true purpose of the pyramids and the immense power they hold. One of the many theories is that the physical structure of a pyramid has the ability to harness the electromagnetic energy of the surrounding atmosphere and transmit it, potentially influencing human consciousness. It is possible that ancient civilizations built pyramids to improve global electromagnetic energy exploitation for the purpose of enhancing their cognitive and spiritual capabilities. Some researchers have also theorized that the pyramids functioned as colossal generators and had the ability to interact and directly influence the Earth's magnetic field. Interestingly, a Ukrainian physicist named Valery Uvarov confirmed this theory through his experiments. With the support of the Russian government, he built a massive 43-meter pyramid outside Moscow, with extraordinary results. The tests revealed several effects within and around the pyramid: tissue regeneration, significant acceleration of the human and other organisms' immune system, and even a reduction in seismic activity near the pyramid. This positive impact seemed to persist consistently. Moreover, the weather conditions improved significantly. Another experiment involved placing radioactive materials inside the pyramid. The result was that the radioactive emission decreased notably. The Black Pyramid hidden in Alaska could be just a small part of a much larger network of underground pyramids that remain largely hidden from public view. What do you think?